Hey y'all, my name is Travis Peterson. I am a children's book designer as well as a fellow children's author. And I just wanted to share something that has got me a little concerned. Now, we've all been hearing about the paper shortage these past year, maybe 2 years. And I just got an email from a printing source in the US. And I wanted to read part of that email to you. He says, the whole paper and print industry is in near crisis. Paper mills are closing or shifting from book paper to higher profit margin items like packing materials. The industry evaluation is that there will not be enough paper to meet the needs of book printing for as long as the next couple of years. As a result, printing schedules are longer and are uncertain right up to the time the books are shipped. So obviously there's some real concern there by this printing owner of a printing facility in the U.S. and it's not necessarily old, or excuse me, it's not necessarily new news, but it is concerning news, and it seems to be even worse than I thought it was. I've been using a printer in Lithuania, and I know they're struggling for sourcing paper as well. But the fact that paper mills are now turning to other products instead of paper used for books is very concerning to me. And, as a designer for children's books, I wanted to give a little bit of encouragement if I can. I am not an ebook supporter, and I don't own an e-reader other than my smartphone and a normal iPad. I don't have an e-reader, and I don't intend to buy one anytime soon, to be quite honest. I don't want to switch to digital books, even though that kind of seems to be the way things are headed. Now, I don't think we will ever get rid of all of paperback books and only go to digital. I don't think that's happening, and I don't want to portray that to my clients or anyone else. But you know what? I love holding physical books in my hands. This is my book, by the way, Ada and the Helpers. I'm not trying to promote it, but um, I love holding books in my hands, especially for kids. I think it's so needed. Um, so what can we do with this paper crisis and the issue of not even being able to get paper, or at least, the price of paper is still going up and may be a concern for pricing our books and getting them at a decent price. And all I can say is we need to make our books an experience. And I think we try to do that. That's the whole point of having them illustrated to make them an experience. But there's so much more that we can do to make our children's books an experience. And part of what I've done is I have made my dust jacket two-sided. That was an idea that I had that wasn't related to this crisis at all. It's just something that I thought was unique. And so finding ways to make your book unique, I think, is so important right now, so that parents and educators will see your book and see that it's completely different from other books on the shelf. Now, there's multiple ways you can do that. You can include different things within the book, like posters, or you can make the cover special in that it has, the UV coating, which is okay, that's fairly common. Foil is maybe not so common because it can be a bit more expensive, and not all authors choose that in self-publishing. So maybe adding some foil to the cover, maybe adding some embossing to the cover might help. Or, try to think creative. Maybe I just saw some books that had a die cut on the cover itself. So the first thing you saw through the cut was the first page of the book. And so there's different ways that you can be creative and make an experience for the readers. And I think we really need to start exploring that so that we can give more of a sense of quality and let that quality match the prices that we may have to begin charging in the near future. 2022 is not looking good for paper sourcing, and so let's make our books worth the cost that we may be giving. That's really all I wanted to say, but I just wanted to encourage you, continue to write books, continue to have your books printed. And you know what? I don't know what's going to happen with print on demand. I'm not a huge supporter of print on demand, but as this crisis continues, we don't know how easy Amazon and other print on demand companies are going to be able to source paper to print their books. They may switch to all ebooks. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I hope this is encouraging and not discouraging. But start thinking about how you can make your book more creative. Thanks a lot. Again, my name is Travis. If you need any help with design or even printing of your book, you can go to launchmissioncreative.com. That's my company. Go there and you can request a quote and get all kinds of other information. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.